मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, ना नकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello, very good evening, friends. Thank you so much for joining in this special webinar with Franchise India. So this is an opportunity which is with Franchise India, where we are offering Franchise India brand for few who wanted to start consulting practice. Franchise India is world's largest franchise solution company today, having operations and teams across India, which is in 97 cities. And Franchise India is also present in 9 countries. Franchise India have a vision of G20 of franchising would mean that we are going to enter 20 countries, which is our vision now, and we are already in 9 countries wherein we operate. Franchise India is having a lot of events across. Now this year we have a plan of 9 international events wherein we will take Indian brands also international, and also from all over the world we will get brands also to get them India to expand their businesses. So Franchise India, largely there are 3 parameters which we work. One, we are getting the investments, wherein we help investors hand in hand, helping them, hand holding them, how to start a right opportunity, how to start a new business for them, and how to select a business. There is a procedure for that. There is a, stage by stage fundamentals which we start, and we help them to get a rightly business for there, which is rightly fitted for their markets, rightly fitted for their profile. And that's very, very important, because these days we have seen there is a 60% of investors who are first-time business buyers, and they have no understanding which business is right for them, wherein they can invest. So Franchise India have a large team. As I said, we are in 97 cities already. We are around 1,200 franchise sales team, wherein we help one-on-one and hand in hand with investors to get a right business for them. Second parameter is we also have scaling up the business. We help businesses at startup level, at mid-segment level, and at a large corporate level also. We scale up their businesses. So we help them to penetrate into the new markets and help them to increase their network in franchising. Third, we also help in terms of if you are looking forward to exit out of your business, if you are taking a franchise, if you are now don't want to continue, if you are having a business, you don't want to continue with that business, you want to exit. So we also will get a new investor and will help you to exit out of that business. So what we do, we have one side investors, one side businesses, brands, and we matchmake. So we are advisors, we are consultants. So that's why this special webinar has been organized, wherein we are looking forward for expansion of our business in a few more cities now, and in some cities wherein we have already one partner. Now, since franchising is growing, we are also looking forward for second partner. So there are few cities which are open. We will understand that from your side also, which city you are coming from, then only we will take it up further. So it is selection over sales. So what we do, we select, we see who is coming from what background, and if this business is relevant for you, we'll absolutely do a match make. If there is any other opportunity you are looking forward, so we have thousands of franchise opportunities from different brands. Our team will also structure a right deal for you if that is the case. So today we have our team and our management team on panel because we are very serious about this business to select a right partner for us. We have, if I can introduce, my name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited, which is part of Franchise India Group, wherein we have 97 cities network, which is working with us today. We also have on panel Srijit. Srijit is in our Bangalore office, and he takes care of our Karnataka and Kerala markets, wherein we have already business partners, IFC partners with us, and his role is to work with all of them hand in hand and make them grow. We have Rajveer. He has joined us from Mumbai office, and he works with all the IFC partners who are in Mumbai. We have Sanket has joined us from Ahmedabad, so he takes care of the Gujarat market. Varsha takes care of our Pune market. We have our own office in Pune, and she works with IFCs, IFC partners in Pune and rest of Maharashtra. Bimal has joined us from East. That's a Kolkata office we have. And Shaktivel is the branch head and our regional head for Tamil Nadu market, and he has also his large team. Plus, he is also having Kapil. He is also expected to join, and he will be working with all the IFC partners there hand in hand and helping them to grow every day. We work together, right? So we, from the management team, we have Mr. Gaurav Maria. He has joined us from Corporate Office Delhi, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She is Managing Director of this business. She has also joined us in this webinar. So today, in this webinar, we do not have an option to raise the hand. So my humble submission would be to use Q&A box to send us your questions, queries. We will take all your questions. Make this webinar interactive. We also will ask few questions to know who is there with us today. Please use this Q&A box to send us your answers, and we will also take your questions and answers as well. So before I hand over to Ms. Sonia Chaudhary to talk about three parameters largely, one is Franchise India journey. She will give us overview of Franchise India journey till now, and she will also give us understanding about how big this industry is, franchising, how we are growing in terms of industry, and then what is the IFC model that we will also give you complete understanding with presentation. But before that, I am pleased to welcome and invite our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, to welcome you all once again and set up the perspective of this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this webinar, which is called the Independent Franchise Consultant. It's an invitation for you to become consultant with Franchise India, Fran Global. We have two brands. India, we run a brand called Franchise India, and internationally in 9 countries, we run a brand called Fran Global. We're very proud that between these two businesses, we are world's largest franchise development company. So it's actually an invitation to you to become a consultant with us and practice as independent franchise consultant. So what are we going to cover in this webinar? While Sonia will take you through the journey of Franchise India, Fran Global, the markets we operate in, the businesses we do. We are a large organization with 1,200 odd people working in different capacities in different parts of the world. Today we operate in Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, Bangladesh. Rather, if anybody is joined from Bangladesh, it's my invitation to you. We are doing a show in Amari Hotel day after 20th, and I'm also personally available. So please do visit, understand the business model of franchising, how it works. And if you need an invitation for that, you can just write on a Q&A box. We'll give you all the details and we'll send you the invite. Even if you put your phone number, we will give you an invite. But and so we are in Bangladesh, we are in India, we are in Middle East, we are in UK, Paris, and United States. So very well spread organization and 27 years in the business, and we have today leadership in franchising. I started my career in franchising in '98 when I used to live in US and got excited about this whole industry of franchising. And such a powerful industry which empowers entrepreneurs who can start their own business. And that to me was so exciting that I choose this to be my career for life. And 27 years has been a great journey, great learning. I understood cultures, I understood businesses, I understood their business models, how they operate. And I've now started sharing the same values with other consultants who can join us and learn from that whole journey and experience. So, friends, any opportunity, while you all have come in, and I thank you for that you all joined in for exploring an opportunity. But whenever you explore an opportunity, every opportunity has to be validated on four things. One is the overall opportunity size. Is there enough size that you can participate and still get your share of business? Because not every opportunity has that kind of size or market entry point where you can, as a new person, enter the market and still get enough pie on that. That's one. Second, what business model you are entering on and how compelling that business model and how mature that business model is. Right? That's also very important. Sometimes industry is very big, opportunity is very big, the business model itself is very weak. You're not able to do much about it. Like we all see that electric vehicle is a huge opportunity happening, right? But not every player would be successful because not every player would have a right business model or a product or things like that. So how mature your business model is also equally important. The third thing, which is also very important, is growth. It might be exciting today, but would it be exciting next 5 years or 10 years? Right? That's also important because you're building a journey. Like I started 27 years back, and I can tell you today I'm more excited about this industry of franchising because I know the next 20 years is much more exciting, much more larger than what it was 27 years back. Well, I've already done 27, and hopefully, if I have health, then I can see some maybe another decade or 2 decades. So, so that's the journey which you need to do. That's point number 3. And the fourth is risk. What is the risk in the business? So before I pass it on to Sonia, because she's going to run a much detailed presentation and opportunity, I will cover these 4 points. And then I'll take a leave because I have another meeting to catch up. So first is opportunity. Franchising today is a demand which is every home has. Every home has somebody who wants to become an entrepreneur. So which means that the demand is so big, so high, that even if I have 10,000 IFC partners, we cannot fulfill that demand. It's such a large demand set, which means that anybody, including people who are doing job, people who are working somewhere, people who are running some business, they also constantly looking at what they can do next in their life. A professional is thinking that I should leave job and start my own business, and it's very tough. A graduate who's coming from a college thinks that I can start my own startup. A business owner thinks, can I diversify from this to this business? Somebody is looking for multiple businesses. Somebody who's looking for small businesses. Somebody who's looking for part-time businesses on the side. But everybody is looking for entrepreneurial journey. Now, when you're looking for an entrepreneurial journey, who can advise and help you? Answer is, there is no other organization which is structured as Franchise India, which helps you to choose the right business. There are many consultants out there who help you to grow your business, guide in your business, and so on and so forth. But they cannot help you get into business because they don't have opportunities. Like tomorrow during a show in Bangladesh, I'm taking hundreds of brands which are represented by us to that market, which I can give it to that market. It can be American brands, European brands, Middle Eastern brands, Indian brands, and even some brands which are local. So because of our large portfolio of global brands which are available, and we are in position to help people start a business. And also we come with 27 years of experience. Second thing, the business model. The business model is so compelling and so mature. We have done this business model for the last 27 years. And we have championed it, and we have sold more businesses than anybody else in the world. So when you're partnering with us, you partner with a team which can take with authority that nobody in the world has sold more businesses than we've done. And we've not done in one market. We've done it every market. I've done in Singapore, Malaysia, Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Middle Eastern countries, even 2 countries in Africa, we have sold businesses. So we actually understand which businesses, which markets, and how they would work. So our business model is overall mature. And we have a phenomenal amount of training which we provide you to go through the business model, understand the business model, understand the methodology, you're able to make successful business practice. So that's a business model. The third is growth. As I said, I'm more excited today after 27 years in the industry because both sides demand is growing very high. One side, consumer is becoming brand conscious. Everything they want to consume is coming from brand, which means franchising is directly proportionate to brand growth, because more people become conscious about consuming brands, more they want franchise or more they visit franchise. So which means I don't want to go and stay in a hotel which is not branded. So which means that if I travel, I will go to a Marriott or a Hilton or a Radisson or a Crown Plaza rather than going to XYZ hotel because I've never heard about it. So when people become conscious about brands, it can be anything you consume in a product or a service. Franchising have a huge growth. And I see that in developing markets, because the brand penetration is very low, the demand for franchising is going linear. It's going hockey stick. Everything people want branded. When we were growing up, there were very few brands. But now everything we consume, everything we wear, everything we use is coming from brand, because brand brings in trust. The second demand, which I'm more excited about, is this whole entrepreneurial demand. That's also is a phenomenal high. And this is the first time in Google says that the search of people saying starting your own business was higher than finding a job, which means that people have more preference by mindset, especially after COVID, on starting a business rather than taking a job. So the demand of entrepreneurial growth is phenomenally high. So that's also another entire thing. And now the risk. I should be candid enough. This is not a typical investment business which you're going to start. This business, I always say that there are three types of ROI. One ROI is return on investment. This business is not about return on investment. The other two ROIs are, one is return on involvement and return on intelligence. This business is all about these two things. And if you don't bring your intelligence, which means that you're adverse to learning, you're not learning every day, you will not be a performer, or you will be a moderate performer. And second, if you're not putting time and energy into this, then also it will not work. The risk is only these two. If you are putting the intelligence and committed to learning, you will be a winner. And second is, if you have time involvement, which you put time 100 hours minimum, then you will be successful. So friends, these are the four things. When you evaluate next 30 odd minutes, and here Sonia, she comes with a great experience of 2 decades of business brokerage, how the business model works. He will explain you how the business model works, what kind of support we provide you and things like that. And then evaluate these four things. Evaluate the overall opportunity, total addressable market. Second, the business model. Are you think that this business model is compelling? It will work. While we have all the experience, but you need to think through. Third, see the growth. Do you think and genuinely believe in your market that growth is high in your market? And fourth, if you bring these two things, you have a lesser risk on this business. Other consulting businesses have zero risk in that sense, but it's a very low cost commitment, and it gets you good results. So I will take your leave. Any one of you is watching us from Bangladesh, please talk to Bimal, and he will set up my meeting with you. And Bimal is coming from Calcutta, and he's going to be part of the show. And anyone from other markets, especially India, most welcome to have a joint call or a Zoom call with you. So I'm happy to be part of it. As Sanjay was saying, it is very important for us to select right person who can be partner for life. And both Sonia and I would work very closely to make that decision, and why we want to have some partner who can be the right partner for us. So thank you very much for your time. I would have to excuse myself and pass it on to Sonia. So Sonia, over to you for leading the webinar.
Friends, a very good evening again to all of you. And I will really request all of you if we can also have some sort of engagement at your end. And we like to also put some questions to know a little bit about your profile. So I'll start, friends. I think larger part of our company's introduction, what we do and the points of consideration have been spoken, but I'll try to give a bit of what I feel about the overall opportunity. And over the years at Franchise India, we have not just been shaping businesses. We've been working with companies, as you see, but we have been shaping the future of entrepreneurship at large. And entrepreneurship has been the larger driver of our business over the years. In the last 27 years of our experience in the franchise industry, I would say we bring in something which is unparalleled expertise to the table with our dynamic force and a fully integrated franchise solution company. And as Gaurav mentioned, we are the largest franchise development company in the world. So when I say the largest franchise development company, it means our distribution is more than anybody else, I would say, in the country. But 97 markets in the country, like India, is where our teams, our partners are present, which is feet on the street to directly interact with businesses and entrepreneurs. And about 9 international markets is currently where our existence is, right? Which includes markets like UAE, includes markets like Saudi, it includes markets like America, UK, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, Israel, we are there. Canada, Bangladesh, we have a show which is coming up day after, and also Mongolia. So these are the countries where we currently have our presence in. And also I'm very happy to share with you that we are also the very first company and the only company who has pioneered franchise brokerage, right? And also business brokerage, managing a large ecosystem of SMEs across the country. And with more and more people today buying businesses and companies, I would say looking at expansion via different expansion models, be it franchising, be it distribution or dealership, the space is becoming bigger and bigger, right? That is the first question which comes to everybody's mind when you get in some industry. How big is it? And is it going to get even bigger in the future course of time? So this space is only going to get bigger. And we have been, at the company level, at the corporate level, management level, we have been developing our capabilities and also distribution structure, which is our network, not only in India, but also global markets, so that we're able to stay ahead of the curve. So our comprehensive suite of services is designed in a manner that it empowers businesses at every stage of their growth journey. So when I say every stage of their growth journey, we worked with listed companies, we work with unicorns, but our larger, I would say, quantum of business today comes with companies which are in their early stage or initial stage of their franchising. And we are proud to have worked with companies like even Ferns and Petals. It's a big name. When we started working with them, they were just a single store, not even franchising. A company in Delhi, a brand like Natural Salon from Chennai today, it's a national name and maybe even a global name. They are one of the leading salon chains in the country. So that's been our journey so far. And since we are committed to entrepreneurship, we work with large spectrum of businesses, like I said, which is companies, brands, franchisors, and investor community, which is business buyers at large. And also, it is important for you to understand how big the opportunity is, of the business. It looks interesting. The last 27 years, we have not only sustained, but we have been heading, or I would say leading, with a very substantial line share of this market, which is 90% of franchising in India happens through Franchise India. Our platforms, for example, our media business, where we run the biggest exhibition company, our magazines. There are 3 global and national magazines that are run by Franchise India. And also through our website, I shared a link of our website, which is www.franchiseindia.com. I would request if you can also see that. All our group companies' website, you can see underneath to know, what we do at the company level. Now, franchising, friends, as a industry is a very huge impact market, and you all will agree, and I'm sure you're experiencing the same, but sometimes we don't resonate with that at that point in time. So when I say it's a very big impact market, it touches almost everything that we are consuming in our everyday life. And it cuts across every industry. We all have seen successful franchise companies across all sectors. Right? So when I say all sectors, be it food, be it retail, be it services industry at large, be it healthcare. So even the pharmacy that you are currently, taking your medicines from is coming from a franchise business. Even the optical store that you're going to is coming from a franchise business. Even the services like, I would say, direct to home services, healthcare services at home, these all services are today getting branded and all that are being consumed by us. And even if you look at the size of the industry at large, our current size, India is today the second largest franchise market in the world after America. And in terms of system sales, we are almost about $180 billion industry, which is growing at about 25% year on year. So the next 10 years are going to be very, very big for franchising. The size of this industry is going to grow tenfold in the next 10 years. So you can multiply the size today that we are at and understand what 10 years from today is going to look like. So which means that if this industry is going to be as big as 10x of what it is today, then equally, our distribution network, our capabilities also have to kind of, justify that reach. So consumption is a very big narrative in India, and very interesting because India is a very big consumption market. And today, like I said, everything that we're consuming is coming from our environment, which is a consumption, or I would say a branded environment. Nearly 70% of India's GDP is driven by domestic consumption. And domestic consumption is very, very big. When I say 70% of our GDP, which means everything that you're consuming today is coming from a business which is franchised. And hence our economy is also protected to a great extent against any external shocks, or I would say cycles of low or high, economic cycles that economies across the world sees, because our domestic consumption is very high. And there is a big growth also in the service sector. So if you look at the GDP overall, 52% of our GDP comes from the service sector, and service sector is dominated by franchise businesses, right? So even I would say the world GDP, when you look at the overall GDP, the GDP of the world is also shifting towards service sector, and top consumption categories, they all come from service-centric businesses. And one thing which I also would like to, I don't know how many of you have done business or currently are doing business, but there's a very big community of business buyers today who are coming into the business and buying the business for the very first time. Out of 100 businesses that we sell, 60% of those businesses are bought by business buyers or entrepreneurs, I would say, who have never done business ever in their life. So the community is 60% of the total business buying community. And this community is becoming very, very big, largely represented by even professionals who are into various professions and maybe looking for an alternate investment or a full-time investment. And this number has become almost 10x, doubled up rather in the last 10 odd years. It used to be 30% out of 100 people buying businesses, 30 were first-time business buyers 10 years back. This number stands at about 60%. And another, I would say 2 to 3 years, this would be almost about 75% of the people buying businesses would be first-time business buyers. So friends, we'll take you through a small presentation. I'll request Sanjay if we can put that on the screen. But before I request, I'll also request Sanjay if we can also, friends, we'd like to know a little bit about you, what you do as individuals and your profile. And we'll put maybe some options for you to select, which makes your job easier, and also for us to understand about you and where you come from. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so.
You'll mute.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. So we wanted to understand who is there with us. So we have few points which we would like to put in your chat box. So we have P stands for professional. So if you are a professional, you're working somewhere in any of our company, you are working and you want to start a new business also. So which city you are coming from. So send us your reply in the Q&A box. Write P for professional, B for business owner, MC for management consultant. So if you are already into some consulting practice, you are doing some consulting, you can write MC along with your city name. Then another is C for career change. If you're looking for a career change as of today, you are in something right now, now you want to change your career, you can write C along your city name. So this would be given us some understanding that who is coming from where. And I can see there is Mr. Jang Shamsher, and he is from Ranchi. He's looking for career change. So this is the right time for career change because we feel that consumption is growing and so do franchising. So franchise is growing. So everything we consume today is coming from franchise company. So we feel that franchising is growing every day. That's why franchising business would be a new venture for everyone who is looking forward for a career change. Mr. Ramesh, professional working and wanting to get into business. Ramesh from Bangalore. Great. Welcome, Rameshji. And you are looking forward to start a new business and you are professional, already working somewhere. Now you want to get into entrepreneurship and we are there to help support further. We'll structure and we will see whatever business is going to fit for you. And we will discuss about franchising the opportunity first, and then we'll also take it up further. Mr. Rajarajan ji is from Chennai. All right. So he is also looking for career change from Chennai. So welcome. We have Mr. Hamid. He is a business owner. He's from Bangalore and want to add franchise consultant having experience of 25 years. Great. 25 years experience. So it is something which is we are looking forward, because someone who have passion for franchising consulting can become the good partner. Mr. Raj, he is from Vadodara. He is a professional. Welcome. Mr. Hamid is further saying that he is Mr. Hamid Akhtar Samad. Welcome. Mr. Rajaran is media profession. Welcome. Mr. Babu Dev Irakam, I want to be consultant from Tamil Nadu. So welcome. Muhammad Ashrad, Mr. Muhammad Arshad is from Coimbatore. He's a professional. Welcome. Mr. Joy, he is a business owner from Trivandrum, Kerala. So welcome. Yes, we are looking forward for these cities as well. That's why we have this webinar today. We will be looking forward for more partners from these cities. So as I said, we are already having office in Chennai for Tamil Nadu. So we are looking forward for more partners there. And these are all upcoming cities like Kerala, Trivandrum, so where we are looking forward for a partner. So others also, please keep writing. We will take all your questions and give you complete understanding about what is our business model, how franchising is growing, and which sector is growing, and then what we offer in this. And second is, what is the financial model, like how you are going to earn out of this. What are the products which are our revenue products? Everything will give you understanding about. This is a 1 hour program, and next 20-25 minutes will take you through with the presentation and give you complete understanding on that. Anything before that you want to add, ma'am?
I think good. I see. I was just reading some of the profiles. Great. And I'm also commenting, friends. We have our regional leaders who would definitely want to meet with you. So we'll quickly take you through what it takes to become a franchise consultant. And subsequent to this, we like to invite you for an interview to see how this fitment and meeting of minds take place.
Absolutely. Thank you. And what we're talking about, franchising. Franchising, we discussed, it is $4.7 trillion industry worldwide. And we have discussed about this franchise, how Franchise India is working in this program. Franchising by sector. So if you'll see today, there are a lot of new sectors coming and offering franchise. You will see there are a lot of tech-based companies. There are healthcare companies also. Earlier, we were not having e-clinics. Now we have e-clinics and offering franchise because they want to expand to different cities. Franchising becomes the viable model for them. So we have financial services, which is already there. We work with Motilal Oswal, ICICI, Kotak, and we have already developed their model and then franchise network also. But now there are a lot of new companies also in the same category and offering franchise. Retail food sales, and as I said, we have got a lot of retail chain now. They are coming to franchising. So there's a grocery store to other retail businesses which are coming into franchising, but more if you'll see auto sector. Auto is something we are talking about. EV segment. EV segment is a new segment. Last 2-3 years it has evolved, but now we don't want only the EV vehicle franchise. We are also looking forward for a charging station which is attached to it. So we are also looking forward for charging stations. We are also looking for gas stations. Now we are working with if you talk about Reliance Jio BP petrol pump, so Franchise India is an exclusive partner for Jio BP petrol pump to open in franchising. We are also working with Adani gas stations. We open franchise for them. We also work with Tata. We also work with Bata and all other leading companies also in this segment. So today there are a lot of new categories, as I said. So hotel chains, they are, hotels also coming into franchise, but they have a different model to offer. There are a lot of hostels. They are also looking forward for partners and opening branches in different cities. We're also working with Tata Croma. Now you have seen Tata Croma. They have got company-owned stores all over. It's around 5-6 CR opportunity, but they were not looking forward for partners earlier. It's a company-owned investment, but now we are also associated with Tata Croma and we are offering Tata Chroma opportunity, and we are also offering their existing outlet also for anyone who want to invest. It's a FICO model wherein you can invest, but it will be completely managed by Tata itself. So there are a lot of models into these businesses. There are a lot of services which we are offering in franchise. So every D2C services, even you see courier services, you will see what we consume, right? From Amul, if you see in milk, Amul is a franchise. It's a 14,000 outlets they have. It's all franchised. If you'll see today, anything what we consume in terms of kids. Now kids going to school, franchised. Kids going to salon, franchise. Kids wear, retail, fashion, everything franchise. Now, there are a lot of new things which are coming into franchising because there are a lot of international opportunities also coming in India, because India is a great market for all the international companies to expand. So that's what Franchise India, Front Global. Rather, Front Global is Franchise India international arm of the business. We help international companies to come in India to expand, and we also help Indian companies to go out of India in different countries to expand. So we have completely services which are dedicated to this. So what we offer is, we offer you tablet. Now we'll give you some understanding what tablet is. T stands for technology. When you join, we have complete understanding on the onboarding, and then we will offer you tablet. So would mean that we'll create a CRM that is tablet. T stands for technology. We'll give you technology, we'll create you a CRM, and we'll also create a Franchise India domain email address for you that will be wherein you can use in daily businesses. A stands for access for infrastructure. As I was just talking about, we are in Pune, someone from Pune, we have office in Pune. So this is all available for our IFC partners to use for all your meetings. Even you can sit full day in our office. If you are in Tamil Nadu, you sit in Chennai, you will come to our office. You are in Kolkata, you can use our office. Someone is from Delhi NCR, we have corporate office in Delhi NCR, you can come and use our office and get your all the investors, all brands which are your clients to our office, and our team everywhere would also help you to have that meeting done and get business done for you. B stands for brands. We offer you opportunities. We offer you brands. As I said, you don't have to get new brands from your side, but we have a revenue model for that also, that you can also refer any lead which is coming into franchising and you have some reference, you can also refer. We also have that business for you, but largely it is transactions. We will give you brands, we'll give you leads to drive. So we'll give you investor database, we'll give you brands database. So all investors who have shown interest for any particular brand, we will give you, and you will just arrange a meeting. That's what we do. We have one side investors, one side brands. We match make, we bring them together. And what we do, what we get a brokerage fee, we get advisory fee from both sides. We get from investors also, we get from brands also. That's how it becomes highly rewarding. That we will discuss about all these revenue products in my next slide. E stands for events. L stands for leads. We give you all leads, as I said. E stands for events. So we do events, around 20 to 25 events every month, wherein Franchise India would do all the investments. We will have our hotel, which we book. We invite brands, we invite investors, all the marketing done by us, all the lead generation done by us. All of our IFC partners are coming and giving their time and putting efforts. The rest all business is going to their kitty. Our team is also traveling to support further because initially we also help, and then you take your own direct leads where you can direct work. But initially we do a lot of joint calls to support. T stands for training. So we have 3 days extensive training in our office, corporate office, which is at the joining time. We invite all our partners to come to training for 3 days, wherein our chairman, our managing director, and we will be all involved into these 3 days training. And then you can go to your cities, and we'll also help you to create a brand portfolio which is rightly fitted for your market, your profile, and otherwise all brands are ready for you. So we have completely process driven. We will take you through that process, and then it becomes very, very rewarding for all of you. So we will talk about the proposed structure of IFC partners. So what is my proposed structure? How we do it? Because now we have a lot of partners with us. Everyone has their own plans to grow, right? Someone has a benchmark of 4 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees, or even more that you can set. And how much time you are giving to this business would depend on your growth. But we have a growth ladder for each one of you, because once you join us as entry point level. So you become our FC partner once you joined us. And in next 1 year, if you are touching 15 lakh rupees revenue, which is absolutely there, possible in 1 month, 2 months also, but if you are involved. So you become my FC elite member. Since we do transactions, we do deals. So you have also 15 deals, whichever is coming early in 1 year, you will become our elite member. Then if you touch 50 lakh rupees revenue, you will also become our IFC Pro. That's a next level promotion, a next level growth. And all these levels, you will change your payout structure, your percentage, your sharing. And then master level, you become once you hit 1 crore rupees business. So if we'll just put in some example here, I have many IFC partners who joined in the first month only. They have one deal they have done. It's around 15-20 lakh rupees revenue. So you have already crossed this elite membership. Would mean that now your next level is becoming elite, and you also get a lot of benefits in between. Franchise India is not only giving you your payouts, which is fixed at IFC membership level and elite membership level and pro level also, but will also give you a lot of incentives, a lot of contests also, which are quarterly designed. So we have every year we have 4 international contests which we do, and we take you through out of India, and there are a lot of partners which go out of India also. Next, which is coming up, we are going Vietnam. So there are a lot of partners who have already qualified. So we're going Vietnam for 5 days. Last one was Baku, and before that it was Malaysia. Before that it was Thailand, then Dubai, and Sri Lanka. Is all this year only 2023 I'm talking about. 2024, we are starting with Vietnam. Then we will be having next Jan, Feb, March, again new contest which is for open for all IFC partners. Even a lot of women entrepreneurs also who have joined us as IFC partners have also qualified, and they are also going for Vietnam. So this is not difficult. As I said, this is not difficult. If you are putting up, so we have compulsory 100 hours in a month to give to this business. Minimum 100 hours is needed. So every day, if you are putting 3-4 hours in this business, but it is not something that you are working somewhere already. Now you have Sunday available with you and put some time on Sunday. Absolutely not, because then we will not. As I said, it's a purely on selection basis. We'll understand, because you have to be accountable. We also have to be accountable. And all our business, which is purely depending on return on involvement. That's why we say it is return on involvement. More involved you are, more money, more growth will come to you. If you are increasing your intelligence every day, because there's a lot of trainings which are happening. If you are becoming a consultant, would mean you have to consult an investor that how to choose a right opportunity for you. So we are consultants, we are advisors. So would mean I should have complete understanding on the businesses and the brands which we are offering, and how to offer that opportunity, and how to structure a deal for every investor, even if investor is investing 10 lakh rupees also, 20 lakh rupees also. Then there are some bigger players also. We have some serial entrepreneurs, some HNIs, which are talking about 1 crore, 2 crore, and 5 crore, 10 crore also, maybe more. We need to have that intelligence. So we need to have complete understanding. So it will happen only when you attend our brand trainings every day. So then you will increase your intelligence on that. So once you have a brand training, you can offer to any investor that yes, I'll be helping you out. Rest all the brands which are there, around 1100 companies we are having as of now. So all these 1100 companies are ready, available, and coming on the call, helping all of our partners to get that deal completed. But initially, you have to engage an investor, you have to give some basic understanding, and then this investor, we will get that meeting along with our brand, to get it done. So then brand owners and brand team will help us to close that deal. So this is the ladder which we are talking about, and we'll give you a little more understanding on when you become elite member, what you get, and when you are at a startup level, what you get. So my payout structure slide is saying that initially at base level, you become our 40% partner. And when you become 40% partner, what is my revenue product? So revenue products, and what is the 40% of what, and how it is going to structure. So I'll invite my colleague Shakti Well here. He can also talk about this slide, and then I can also add on how to do that. So Shakti, if you can take it up now.
Yes, sir. Very good evening, sir. Very good evening to everyone. I'll go one point by another, saying that IFC partners, once you onboard with Franchise India, initially you start with 40% in terms of IA, IS, and BS. IA is Investor Association, IS is Investor Success Fees, BS is Brand Success Fees. There is two kinds of revenue which comes to us. One is from the brand and one is from the investor. When we onboard the brand, we say that as business development. Once the brand, we service the brand and we give them a success, it is called as a brand success fees, which is 40% on the total franchisee fees. We will fix a percentage which is a success fees. On that, franchise IFC partners will take 40%. For example, for a coffee and recharge brand, if the franchisee fees is 3 lakhs and we have a success fees of 1 lakh, out of 1 lakh, 40,000 is the fees which will be for the IFC partner in the initial stage. So that is a brand success fees. In terms of an investor association, an investor association has to onboard with Franchise India, paying 25,000 plus taxes, where we service them for 6 months. We reduce their risk of their investment. We do the consultation. We explain the brands which is already onboarded by us. We handle the investor. We do tripartite calls for the investor, to which once the investor is finalized with the brand, we collect a success fees from the investor. So the IA, IS, and BS, for all these three categories, we will take a 40% on the total revenue which comes to Franchise India. In terms of a business development, the prerequisite of an IFC partner is only to identify this brand and fix a meeting for that. Post which our team will come in, we will do the meeting with the brand, we will send in the proposal, we will support you in terms of follow up and closure. So we've got 4 categories in terms of sign up. For a business development, it starts with 7.5 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 40 lakhs, and 75 lakhs, depending on the brand's requirement for scalability, number of rollouts, and the franchisee fees. We would align on which category or we would want the brand to onboard with us. So, assuming it is a 7.5 lakhs package which we go for a brand, then 20% on that is going to be 1.5 lakhs you directly make in terms of giving a reference for a business development. Then in terms of lead generation, we are talking about 50 leads per month, which is guaranteed for an IFC partner. These are qualified leads, which is given to you. One CRM ID is given. Once an IFC partner does the number of business as per the previous slide and he moves to an IFC Elite membership, then this 40% of an IA, IS, and BS becomes 50%. So the better we start performing, the higher is going to be the percentage which you take from Franchise India. So it will be 50% on the success fees, BD will be 20%, and in terms of leads, there'll be 25% extra. So which means you will get 75 leads instead of 50 leads, and CRM ID will be 1 plus 1. The same is for IFC Pro, it is 60% on the success fees, and for an IFC Master, which is the highest, it is 70%. So the IFC partner takes a 70%, and Franchise India takes 30%. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you, Shakti. And I think I'll just put a little more light on this. What is this IA, IS, and BS? Because it's very, very important slide. So as consultants and advisors, we don't work for free because our product is time. We don't give our time free to anyone. So what we do, we work with investor and make sure the investor is locked with us. Once we lock the investor, we get this investor association fees, which is we call as investor acquisition fee, would mean that we register the investor. So registration fees is starting from 25,000 rupees, and then we service the investor. So servicing would mean we'll start finding a franchise for the investor. If we will not lock the investor, if we will not get the registration done, then we can start searching an investor for a brand for an investor. But it may take 1 month, it may take 2 months, 3 months. So in the meantime, we have no assurance, no guarantee whether investor is still there with me, or in between, after servicing him for a few months, he may not be with me, he may not be interested, he may change the mind, or anything can happen. So that's why we make sure this investor whom we service is locked with us. Otherwise, if he has got 1 crore, 2 crore, it has got no meaning to us. Nowhere. We are not excited about the wealth of an investor. We are excited only once we get 25,000 minimum from an investor. So likewise, if we are giving an example that I have locked 10 investors in 1 month, we are giving you investor leads which are 50 minimum, which is guaranteed 50 investor leads. And once you are having the brand portfolio, we are giving you separately the brand leads also, which are looking forward for brand specific leads. Like suppose example, we are having 3 brands for one IFC partner. You want to drive 3 in a month. We'll run the campaign. All this investment done by Franchise India will give you fresh leads for those brands. And you only have to connect with this, right? So you have to just talk to them because they have shown interest. Or specifically for some brands, we have to come and give them some understanding, see their requirements, and then get connected with the brand. So once that deal is happening, once your investor is getting that franchise deal, any brand they get associated with, any LOI we sign, any token amount we give it to brand, that would mean that we are servicing that investor. So investor has to pay us a service fees, which is minimum 50,000 in the case wherein 25,000 was the investor acquisition fee. But acquisition fee is depending on the investment. If it is up to 20 lakh, we charge 25,000. 20 to 50 lakh, it goes little up. Then 50 lakh to 1 crore, it goes further up. Then we have 50 lakh to 1 crore, then 1 crore to 2 crore, 2 crore and 5 crore, and 5 crore and above. So likewise, the moment investment goes up, we also have more registration fees. That is going to be 25,000 to 40,000 to 1 lakh to 1.5 to 2, 2.5, 3 lakh rupees also, which is only the registration fees with us. And when we charge success fees, and success fees goes like 25,000, registration fees, 50,000 service fees. Accordingly, if you are charging 40,000 registration fees, if it is 20 lakh to 50 lakh, then there's a 1 lakh rupees, which is service fees. Likewise, it goes up to 3.5, 4 lakh rupees also from the investor side if investment goes up. So if we are talking about here, as an example, that I would drive 10 investors in 1 month, would mean that I register only 10 investors in one particular month with the base registration fees of 25,000. This becomes 2.5 lakh rupees in total, which is coming to Franchise India. Your share is 40% of 2.5, which becomes 1 lakh rupees straight away to you. Now, since you have just registered the investor, what you get out of this? One, it's a sure shot deal for you. It may be 2 months, it may take 5 months, but the sure shot deal would mean that your IS fees will get completely booked in your name. So does BS fees, because BS fees would mean when we service an investor, automatically we are servicing the brand also, because your investor is getting some kind of an opportunity, and that brand, whichever is signed, will also give us a brand service fees after selling the franchise for any brand which we are there having with us. So what you get 40% of this 2.5 lakh rupees, which was only the registration fees. When the service fees will come to you, minimum 50,000 each investor. So all these 10 will be surely paying you minimum 50,000 each. That becomes 5 lakh rupees. 50 into 10, 5 lakh rupees. So you get 40% of this 5 lakh also. At the same time, brand servicing fees, we have minimum 1 lakh, and then it goes to 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5, 10, and we have somewhere in 25, 30 lakh rupees brand success fees also, which is being fixed at the time of brand onboarding, which is BD. When we do brand onboard, business development, we fix. One is the upfront fees, engagement fees, which we call as the onboarding fees. As we discussed, there are 4 parameters: 7.5 lakh rupees, 15 lakh rupees, then we have 40 lakh and 75 lakh. These are 4 fixed models which we have for brand onboarding, wherein you get for 20% of this brand onboarding fees, which is if you get 77.5, wherein only reference is coming from your side, rest all done by us. We will come on the joint call, we will see what is the requirement, what all services are required, right? We send the presentation, we follow up, we get this payment done, right? We can do multiple calls, Zoom calls, along with my IFC partner, so that he is well aware of what is happening in this time. So when we had done that brand onboarding, whichever package they come, which is done by us, all presentation proposals, as I said, and after that, all the services is also being done by Franchise India. You have nothing to do in between, but you will be key account manager and your share will be 20% of onboarding fees. If it is 15 lakh, you'll get straight away 3 lakh rupees, which is 20% of 15 lakh. And what you have done, only you have passed on your reference. That's it. So why it is 20% in each of the case? Why? Because you have to do the same thing. You have to just pass on your reference in each of the case and you get 20%, which is fixed in the onboarding fees. Now, when we do the service part, we help to build a complete business model, documentation, marketing, lead generation, lead management, and then once we do a lead closure, anyone, suppose you are doing a deal closure for that particular brand or any other partner would do, it is open for all, then we have one success fees also from each brand after the deal closure. Because onboarding fees is one commercial point. Second is, we also have success fees because we are a transaction company, we are a brokerage company, we sell franchisees for these brands and we charge a brokerage fee, which is brand service fees. And that is somewhere minimum is 1 lakh. If it's a low cost opportunity, around 10 lakh rupees total investment for our brand side, we charge 1 lakh. Then it goes to 2 lakh. Then in many cases, we have got bigger ticket values also, which is 10 lakh, 15, 20 lakh also. Then there are some master opportunities wherein we get 25, 30 lakh also. And also there are some international opportunities with us wherein straight away we have Franchise India is getting 40% or 40% also, which comes up to somewhere around 30, 40 lakh rupees also. And here IFC partner has an opportunity to get even 10 lakh rupees straight away in one deal as fixed success fees for my partner, which is becoming your payout. Because every quarter we have a plan, and we also create some incentive plans, which is cash incentive from brand side. All the brands which are there with us having our cash incentives for our IFC partners, and that goes directly to you. So in some cases, we have got direct payout also, which can be 10 lakh, 15 lakh also, 7 lakh, 5 lakh, which goes to you as brand service fees when we receive. But your share is very, very high in that case. Otherwise, if it is coming 2 lakh rupees, let's assume we're talking about some example of 10 investors you onboard, and these 10 deals will get you 10 brand service fees. So let's assume it is 2 lakh rupees as an average in each of these 10. So we get 20 lakh rupees. Your share is 40% of 20 lakh, which becomes 8 lakh. So that is the earning what you have. But there is no limit. You can do 10, you can do 4, you can do 5, you can do 15, 20 investor acquisition. In some cases, wherein there is a lead which has come specially for one X brand, you are driving that brand, you get the deal direct done. In that case, there is no need of locking the investor. There is no need of getting this thing. But at that time, if IA is not there, we get IS amount from the investor because we have service, we have done a lot of meetings, we have done a lot of follow-ups. So they pay us around 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees extra from the investor side, but brand is also paying us success fees, which is already fixed. So if I'm talking about it is 2 lakh rupees each, it becomes 20 lakh. So your share is 40% of that 20 lakh total amount. And the total revenue through you, which is coming is 20 lakh. Then we have 5 lakh, 10 lakh. This is all revenue which is coming from your side, as we discussed. If you reach out 10, first is 15 lakh. You reach out, touch 15 lakh. What you become? You become our elite member then. So next time, all these products, you will get 50%. Then it will get 60% at pro level when you hit 50 lakh rupees revenue. Because the revenue which we are talking about, suppose if you do 2 brand onboarding in a month, which is 15 lakh rupees each, so would mean 30 lakh rupees is becoming your revenue to Franchise India. And that 30 lakh rupees is something which is required here. And then you do some here and there. So you have crossed 15 lakh rupees opportunity, which is first ladder, right? So first step, 15 lakh rupees. So you become our this thing. So when you become elite member, then you get 50% at the place of 40%. Then you become pro member, you get 60%, then 70%. But the best part is at even 70%, you still continue getting all support from our side, all leads from our side, all marketing from our side, all events from our side, training from our side, opportunity, marketing, all promotions, all from our side. And then you also get one more CRM ID so that you can have your family member. You can ask some friend also to join you as a group member or a team member and still continue getting this thing. But this is an individual model. You don't need to get any office. That's why my offices, which are all over, are ready for you to get meetings done. And we, as a senior level, management level, we also travel every city. Every city, our chairman, sir, is all 30 days he travel. And he is also doing a lot of meetings for only IFC partners in that city. So today, suppose our chairman, sir, is Mumbai, all our IFC partners are getting their meetings along with our chairman, sir, and getting the support from for closing those meetings. It can be investor, it can be brand, it can be any other business which we have, because we have a lot of other businesses also. We have resale business, we have coaching business, we have a lot of other businesses which are international, also available. We have real estate also, which are available for all our IFC partners. There is no fee for that. Only one fee, which will make you part of Franchise India. That's only a license fees, which is 4.5 lakh plus GST. There's only one time and one fee, which is to be partner with Franchise India. It is a 3-year agreement, and the rest you have nothing to invest. No lead generation, no promotion, no branding, all done by us. We'll have you how to become yourself as a brand, like someone who was from Pune or someone from Nagpur, someone from Nasik, or from anywhere. Suppose you are from Coimbatore, you become brand, become Franchise India in that city. So once you get licensed, that's what we provide you a license, we provide you a certificate at the time of training, then you become licensed franchise partner, Franchise India partner, and you have all rights to do all these businesses with Franchise India, and you have to only be involved. So if you are involved, then rest of the business Franchise India team will help you to do. I hope I have been, equally, I want your attention also, because now our team will arrange meetings one-on-one, give you a little more understanding on the model, have your questions, we'll also have questions. Once we have that understanding, then we will go for 10-minute interaction with our chairman, sir, wherein you also have further any question and he also has some questions. If at all makes sense that we become partners, we'll take it up further. Otherwise, we have hundreds of opportunities with us. We will certainly pass on your lead to our IFC partner in your city, who will work with you to find a right match for you. That's what all our IFC partners do across, but we will try to understand your profiling and where from you are coming, what is your passion. You want to become Franchise India part, which is a 27-year-old now company, which is world's largest company, because as we discussed, our chairman sir was talking about some 4 points. If you just join those dots, you feel that you get to associate with a company. What is the company background? That's very important wherever you want to invest. It can be as low as 4 lakh. It can be as high as 4 crore. So whatever your investment, you have to see which company you are getting associated. Second, which business you are getting associated. What is the industry? If it is growing or not, what does the future look like? So then there is no doubt in franchising, because franchising is growing every day. Franchise India is growing every day. And fortunately, there is none other than Franchise India who is having the same services. So with that note, thank you so much for joining in today. We will look forward for more joint call to organize by our teams, and then we will take it up further. Thank you note also from our team across, and we will look forward for having more discussions and then take